Howdy. We have like 2 hours and I got more batteries. So we have 11 packs to fly. And believe it or not, I think that'll take up the whole 2 hours. So we got to get started. And we're probably going to, I have a backup battery for my controller. I think we're going to need it. So let's talk to Tootie. Hey Tootie, did I tell you that I did a Mobula8 canopy, or I mean frame transplant from my previous drone? Whenever I feel rushed to talk to Tootie, I can't spit out what I want to say correctly. So he's gonna screw it. He's gonna get it wrong because I screwed up. In the meantime, we'll go set up.
A frame transplant. That's like giving your drone a skeleton makeover, spooky and fascinating at the same time. Just make sure you've got your tiny drone screwdriver and your patience ready. It's gonna be like playing a game of Operation, only this time you're not removing a funny bone or a bread basket. Now, get out there and show the drone you've got the steady hands of a surgeon, or at least an exceptionally dexterous gamer. Good luck, and may your drone rise like a phoenix.
Thanks, Tootie. Guess what I did though? I had the capacitor leads too close together and they fused and welded and molten metal was on my floor, but it didn't fry anything.
Well, aren't you just a regular Thomas Edison? Only instead of inventing the light bulb, you're fusing capacitor leads together and creating molten metal sculptures on your floor. Congrats, you're now an abstract artist. Next time, you might want to aim for less modern art installation, more well-functioning electronics. Just a thought. But hey, they do say that you learn more from your mistakes, right? So you must be an absolute genius by now.
Context, buddy. It was during the frame transplant, so the two leads touched together on, you know, on the positive and negative on my flight controller, and it fused the leads, but it didn't fry the flight controller.
Oh, the classic yin and yang of the electrical world decided to hug it out, did they? Positives and negatives coming together in a sparking symphony of circuitry disaster. How very Hindenburg of you. Just remember, in electronics as in life, opposites may attract, but they don't always play nicely. However, every cloud has a silver lining, or in your case, a molten one on your floor. Get that cleaned up and remember, separation is key in this game.
I mean...
Now, chop chop.
I know that, buddy.
You've got it drawn.
Chop chop. What is... Why are you telling me what to do? Chop chop. I don't work for you. Chop chop. So condescending. My God.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
It's my favorite sample. Oh, brother, this guy stinks! So good. Yeah, so you heard that right. let me turn speech chat back on. So you heard that right. I accidentally had the wires too close. I had to extend the capacitor because of this weird ass canopy. And yeah, it ended up fusing the two things together. I'm really lucky it didn't fry anything. Welcome to Tango 2. Throttle warning. Switch warning. Alright, let's pull up the app. Disaster averted. Yeah, I think the capacitor absorbed all of it, which it's supposed to absorb voltage spikes. So that's, I'm, you know, if it wasn't there, it wouldn't have happened, but it also is a thing that absorbs that, so I got really lucky. It is nice to have the capacitor on there, but I just took it off. It's not totally necessary. It will fly smoother overall. But it's fine. I'll just buy another one and put it on when it's just wedging everything in here was not easy. Also, I do like this view. I should keep doing this view. We get rid of the streaming desktop here. We go to the overhead cam. Because I know it's a good preview of the transplant we did. I did the thumbnail today that I applied to this stream and the last one. You know, it's not the best thumbnail, but I do it in like 10 minutes. Actually, what took the longest was cutting this out. I could throw it against my like green screen, but honestly, there's too much shadowing and like I don't have the right setup to like do it like a light box. So I just have to manually cut out all of the things in GIMP, and that takes, so it really didn't take 10 minutes. It took 15 just to do that. Then the rest of it takes like literally 2 minutes. It's annoying. I should probably take more time on my thumbnails, but yeah, you know, this channel, it's not here to make money. All right, so we're ready to go. Uh-oh. I'd have to try that out. I've never even, like, I know AI can do it. Uh-oh, our drone is not, I removed the capacitor entirely, which is fine. It doesn't need one. But the drone is now not working, which that doesn't really make sense. The capacitor is not necessary. Yeah, the problem is, you know, the lighting here. Let me turn this off. We're gonna, the annoying part about this is like, I just hate charging batteries and then potentially not using them. And I just, it's not in my brain to think to like, hey, I should plug it in and make sure it works before I start the stream. I just clipped off the capacitor because it's not a necessary component, so I don't really understand. So I think I know how to fix it, but fucking hell, it's gonna take like 45 minutes. And I have all these batteries like ready to go. Let me throw this on real quick. I think, oh, yeah, that's why. The ground lead popped off entirely. It completely popped off when I clipped it. Oh, that's so fucking annoying. I mean, I can fix it, but the problem isn't that the soldering will take me a minute. It's that this canopy is kind of a pain in the dick. So, I have to take this all apart, which I'll do right now. Might as well show you what the fuck I'm doing. Let me turn this off. God, that's annoying. Yeah, the ground lead popped off entirely. Charge everything. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. All right, so here we go. Doing a little drone surgery. Get it closer. Yeah, this is a unique canopy, and the thing is, I don't get, like, the guy designed this. It's his own design on Brain 3D. And he doesn't, like, give you a lot of instructions. The top part here, those are, like, hex shapes. And I luckily had these little nylon hex nuts from other builds, or from, like, leftover parts from other stuff. And, but he doesn't tell you, hey, you should have some nylon hex nuts. So it was, like, just lucky that I had those. And then these, I think these are M3s or M2s, or I don't know what the fuck they are. They're whatever M's they are, M2s or M3s. I just happen to have short enough ones that wouldn't stick way out of the top. And those were because Flywoo's so cool about giving you, like, tons of extra parts. So shout out Flywoo. That's the only reason I have, like, the proper hardware. He doesn't really tell you what to use at all. And since you're using this Mobula 8 canopy, there's only certain amount of things you can use. And the Mobula, this is Mobula 8 canopy by Happy Model. And they don't even use, here, I'll show you after I unscrew this. This canopy spans, like, see these big holes right here? The Happy Model doesn't use those. Their canopy only goes to where the flight controller mounts. So, yeah, weird. Alright, so this isn't super annoying because now I have to unscrew the O4 board and then solder. I'll get my Omnifix Zone soldering mat. We'll probably solder over here. I also haven't been able to find my gray screwdriver, so I'm, like, using this broken one, which is so stupid. Yeah, we're should I do this the right way? And I'm trying to get out of this the easy way. I think I can. Yeah, I really need to find my other screwdriver. It's up here somewhere. Yeah, time expense is what I'm worried about. So if we can get this done by 6, I think I'll just fly balls to the wall and use up all the packs as fast as I can. It's so annoying that clipping. I just clipped that capacitor and it popped the fucking thing right off. It popped the ground lead off on the battery connector, the battery pigtail, as they call it. Okay. And really what I should do is I should take this opportunity to resolder the battery to the underside. Should I do that? Yeah, fuck you. I'll do it. All right, the front, okay. So let's just peel this off. It's so unwieldy. Oh, that's right. I have the motors are, oh, never mind. The motors are I direct soldered them to the board. So I would have to unscrew all the motors to do that. So we're going to do this with no room whatsoever. We're going to do this, like, literally keeping it like this, which is going to be hard. Oh boy. Yeah, unscrewing those motors, I'm not going through that because it was a huge pain in the ass, and I stripped half of them because the Mobula 8 holes for the motor mounts were off by like a 0.5 millimeter on every one, and it was really fucking annoying. I had to drill them out. I didn't want to. All right, we got to move over here to the soldering station. Hold on. I gotta wet the sponge real quick. Flux paste tweezers. Other tweezers. I'm gonna have to put my hair up so I don't set it on fire. What a pain in the ass that to happen. That's what I get for being lazy cramming it together at the last minute. I can't believe it flew yesterday. Fuego no bueno. Alright, can these headphones reach over here? So I can sort of I'll be able to hear you guys, but you won't be able to hear me very well. Shit, I was okay, there we go. I was draining my phone that whole time. I have charging batteries right under the camera here, which is hilarious. It might have fried the ground lead entirely off, like, so this might be a larger job than I thought, because I might have to use the pad on the underside. We'll see. At least something's working. Okay, that's a good sign. Solder did stick. tricky part. Because we didn't have a lot of room to work with there. Looks like we got it. Let me see if I can point it out. Right here. Yeah, the light. Right there. Black wire. It's soldered on. It seems relatively secure. That's all we could hope for. That's all it took. Yeah, it's not in the optimal spot. It should be on the underside of the pad, but whatever. We did that relatively quickly. Well, that was nice. All right, good. All right, now we just need to, Hey, Moon Points, how's it going? We just had to repair the drone. The ground pad popped off. Glad to hear it. Yeah, when I rushed this drone, where's my, there it is. Yeah, it's because, well, here's why. I rushed the drone the other day, on the day when I did this transplant. And, hold on, let me move the phone. Move that up a little bit. Yeah, I rushed the transplant. It ripped part of the pad off the board, but I soldered it back. There was enough there to solder back on. So we will see. Actually, you know what? Let me plug it in and unplug it real quick. There we go. Success. All right. Very lucky. The whole reason is because when I did the very hasty transplant, the capacitor wires were touching, and they welded together, and luckily didn't fry anything. And then since the capacitor was just hanging there, and when it welded together, it broke one of the leads off, thankfully, which really saved the drone. And I gotta get that. So I clipped it off the rest of the way today before the stream, and I didn't really double check it. And come to find out, it pulled off the ground lead or wire. So pretty annoying. But we did this relatively fast. I said I wanted to be done by 6. I just got to move the soldering iron, screw these back on, and we're good. Yeah, but you will see it today. If you saw the thumbnail, you remember the drone that we've been flying on the Happy Model baseline frame. This is the exact drone in every way. It's literally all of the same parts, except for this Brain 3D canopy and this Mobula 8 frame. And this frame is 10 grams heavier. This is significantly heavier. And yet it flies great. And I think I saw like a slight reduction in flight times, but I don't give a shit. I have a bunch of batteries. We have fun. It's fine, you know? Yep. Same everything. So that reduction in flight time is like minuscule, and I'm happy with it. This flight also, I have the camera angle absolutely maxed out, and it's much lower than the camera angle I was flying with, so this flies a little slower, You know, you'll see me if I really want to like cruise like in the last one, I really got to pitch it down and like stare at the ground. But I don't know, it's actually easier to fly with a lower camera angle, so I'm fine with it. All right, that first one went in nice and smooth. This canopy's weird. It has these little like nylon hex nuts that I luckily had that you can put in there. And then you have to feed in this M2 just right, so it catches the hex nut and doesn't push it out of the way. It just, you know, I really don't like working on tiny whoops. This 2-inch isn't my favorite either. But just small stuff in general is so annoying and tedious. I'd rather build 3.5-inch drones to 5-inch drones all day, every day. Because this can be very annoying. I don't think this one's gonna grab. Oh, maybe it did. I think it did. Okay, we got 2 more and then we're gonna fly. Shit. I'm glad. Oh, it didn't really grab. Yeah. I told you this is a pain in the ass. I have a way to get it to grab, but it's like it just takes an extra minute. I mean, you're kind of right about that, but like the Grinderino, like I kind of had to wedge things in on that, but still, I'd rather do a 3.5-inch over this, and I'd rather do this over a tiny whoop. I mean, I'm fine, like I can do it, no problem. My very first build was like tiny whoop, 65 millimeter with 0802s on it. But, you know, tedious work. Okay, we got that one, see? I have to just wedge this in the end, and we're good. 2 more, and we're gonna be flying. The other thing is, I like that the tolerances on this ethics tool are so good because the hex nuts stays, which is really nice. Oh yeah, this one now I gotta look with the nerd goggles. Take, you bastard. I think it got it. Nice. One more. I probably wouldn't even have to put it. I'm so janky, like I do kind of want to like not screw all of them down, but that's ridiculous. I love shortcuts. Oh, and the last one's gonna be annoying because I have that on there, so we're gonna see if this will suffice. Cross your fingers that last one isn't annoying. It always works out that way, doesn't it? Yeah, this is actually a very nice canopy that Brain 3D made, but I don't think it's the best thought out. Yeah, thank you. This one's fun. I don't know that we're gonna get this one. Yeah, it's already. Hey, FPV Emperor, how are you? No, but you missed, our drone didn't work right off the bat, so I had to do some soldering on stream. The very first day that I flew this, was that yesterday? I can't even remember. I told you I rushed it, and I said molten metal went on the floor, and that's because the capacitor leads touched. They freaking touched. And luckily it didn't fry anything, but when I pulled them off, since the capacitor was useless at that point, I pulled them off today, and the ground lead came off. the, on the battery pigtail. So, we had to do some quick drone surgery, but look at that. We got it done. I think that deserves a,
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level? It's over 9,000! What, 9,000?
and also maybe a,
Nice cock. Perfect.
yeah, and so today when I just took the capacitor off because it was useless with only one lead, it ended up. Thank you. I love that meme. Well, I'm not gonna be here, you guys, for a minute. I have to move the soldering stuff. That stuff. So we are going to fly 650, 550, and 450 batteries today, so we'll be able to see the flight times on all those. Get rid of that flux. There, I moved all that shit without dropping anything. All right, let's fly. Before I push the window open, because I don't know if there's mosquitoes today. I hate that so much. Sorry if the music is loud with the issues. I forgot to turn it down. I mean, I'll turn it up for the flights. Oh yeah, we gotta. I can't have a ponytail in because it doesn't fit right. So I always have to have my hair down. All right, I still can't hear you guys for a minute. I will read the chat though. Science. Yeah, speech chat is really handy. I don't know why I didn't do that earlier. I do everything by the seat of my pants, though, so it makes sense. Come on. Come on. Alright. App is being fun. Let me start it over. And we'll charge the phone while we're at it. Why not? Connect the aircraft. Camera view. Live streaming platforms. RTMP. Start live stream. There. We are now streaming from the goggles. Those 450 batteries are taking forever to charge. All right. Switch warning. Throttle warning. I don't know why, but I like having that view. So you can see the gimbal movements. Not that I'm ever looking at it, I just think it's neat. You're never looking at the controller unless you're flying line of sight, which no thank you. I should really learn to do that though. All right, how are we doing? Is it popping up? All right. Let's go over here. Open network stream, play. Let's get that picture looking good. I really got to get new music. Oh, it's doing the land now thing, my favorite. You know what? Let's unplug it. Plug it back in to get rid of that. Just it's going to be very distracting to me. Sorry about that. I keep saying I'm going to fix that, and I don't understand what's doing that. The IMU error, we're screwed. Dart Doc told us. That's just, I'll never be able to use gyro flow on but I'm not gonna use gyro flow on this thing. Let's go. Let me move the... Oops. I just bumped my hand into my microphone. Hold on. My microphone's always in the way. Oh, there was a little bit of a delay. Hello. Whoa. Got a lot of chop when I go hard. That's what I'm testing for, though. The funny thing is there's a delay that you guys have versus the music. Whoa, not too bad. Hold on, I gotta adjust my goggles. My goggles are so annoying right now. Oh shit. It is a drone I built. I'll show you in a minute. I know. Thank you.
Dancing like the band, stepping on the stage, hot like clouds of rain. Dancing like the band, stepping on the stage, hot like clouds of rain.
Actually, we could keep flying. I was gonna bring it in. My goggles are all fucked up and it's super annoying right now. Yeah, this camera angle's kind of messing me up a little bit. It's kind of low. I feel like, so the thing is, like, say you're a racer and you want to do orbitals around like an obstacle really fast. You have to have oops. Whoa. You have to have a high camera angle. Otherwise, you're looking at the ground as you're doing the orbital, you know? And it's Oop, I keep fucking smashing into it, goddammit. Alright, land now. Oh, hell. Why didn't you guys remind me? Oh, we're out of battery. Let's see if I can recover. I was not paying attention at all, guys. Oh, that's why my IPD's all fucked up. Oh, yeah. I toasted this battery. I gotta get that really quick. I was so busy talking, I wasn't paying attention. Be right back. Where is it? Yeah, I see where it is. So distracted. Looks like we got 4 minutes and 25 seconds on that. This battery's hot. Let's pause the music. I need to I gotta storage charge this one. It's warm though. I gotta let it cool down. I gotta get that up to voltage quick. I didn't mean to do that. God damn it. Me and my chatting. Where'd I put the foam? I think I removed it out in the yard and let the foam. Looks like we're gonna have to cut another piece of foam. Where are my scissors? There. Spare foam is handy. Yeah, these LIHV batteries are a little skinnier, so you don't need all that. You need some padding to get it going. All right, let me put the goggles on. All right, let's get back out there. Do I want to move this? Yeah, I do. Rip that extra foam off. Curl that around. All right, ready to fly. Telemetry recovered. Let's do gunship dark all day. I want to play this one. Oh, the land now. Oh my god. Hold on. My goggles are still annoying. The wind is pretty bad today, by the way. See, look at that. I'm just getting blown backwards. Oops. If you couldn't tell the wind direction, this is it. Yeah, I'm getting blown all over the place. Yeah, the wind is not my favorite right now. You saw how I was gonna try to perch on the chimney and the wind was blowing me backwards. I gotta turn the music down. Sorry about that. It's way too loud. Back off that music a little bit. Hell yeah. That area is tough, I gotta say. All right. I'm gonna storage charge these 2 batteries real quick. Well, actually I can't. No. That's right. Because the voltages are so far off, that could actually cause a fire. You are 100% correct and very observant. Very good observation. And it's not just the... Oh, by the way, you can I can hear you, Moon Points. There's TTS now. So even though you can't hear it, I can hear you in my ears. I didn't turn it on. I don't know if you guys want to hear it or not, but it can be distracting. But as long as I can hear you, that's good. All right, I'm storage charging that battery that I absolutely toasted. Yeah, so you can talk to me all stream. Anybody And Eric, I hope you're still here. Here is the drone. Thank you. Thanks, Just a Run. Let's... Music is distracting when I'm trying to talk. Okay, here we go. Kim, if you're... Eric, Kim, if you're still here. This is a Mobula 8 frame with a Goku F405 HD flight controller, a DJI O4 light air unit, a Brain 3D canopy, that's like extends to the outer holes on the Mobula 8. It obviously not the 25 by 25. Then I have RC and Power. I think they're GTS or GTS V2 or whatever, but they're RC and Power 12 to 2.5, 11,500 kV motors. HQ props. I think they're like 3 by 2.5 by 2 or something like that, or 2 by 2.5 by 2, something like that. And that's it, pretty much. And I'm flying Tattoo 650s right now. And this is 10 grams heavier. This is just a transplant from what it was on a Happy Model baseline frame. And yeah, Moon Points nailed it. It actually handles better in the wind. And we're not just talking about the camera jello, because I had a Beta FPV 04 canopy, and that thing kind of sucks for outdoor flights. Not what it's for. But yeah, and it's not just the camera jello. It literally just handles better. It's 10 grams heavier. We get a little less flight time. Looks like it was 442. I think we can get like 5 something out of the other one. I can't remember. But I'm happy. Who cares? I got a ton of batteries. I don't care that it weighs 10 grams more. I bought this. I don't have a 3D printer yet, so. Yeah, and there's wind today too. Oh, we got the land now. I cannot, my ADHD goldfish brain cannot remember that I got to plug in and unplug twice. Yeah, it was. I don't get it though, because you'd think that the ducted design would be worse for aerodynamics. So I don't get it, man. I gotta like dig into aerodynamics, because there's just things I don't know. I just don't know enough. So I can't really explain why this would be better in the wind. It seems baffling to me. Hold on. My goggles are not situated on my head right, and it's pissing me off. All right. This is one of my favorite like synthwave songs to like rock out to. And it has like a sick like keyboard solo. This is by The Midnight. It is windy though. You can see like, did you see when I was trying to perch on the chimney how it was just blowing me back? Like I couldn't do it. Like watch, let's see if I can do it right now. Ah! No! No. The mid what? I'm blaming you for that crash. Aren't you the midnight? I know what you said. I knew what you said. Yeah, I'm midnight Jesus. This is, I don't know. See the wind, see how the wind's blowing me sideways? It's kind of a tough, we did it! Accidentally. That's kind of funny. Oh, wait. Uh-oh. Oh my god. It counts. Alright, let's actually fly. We'll do that after. I was doing that in the fall, no problem, but it's harder in a lot of wind. Yeah, hell yeah. Here's that solo. Oops. Yeah, I got blown sideways on that dive. Look at that. I'm just getting blown out into the road. I don't know. I actually don't do a lot of tricks. Probably the trippy spin. I'm afraid to do one here, though. I can do them in the sim, no problem. I like a proper juicy flip, but I can't get the hang of it here. Like, I can do it sometimes. Whoa. I was hanging. I was, like, floating. Yeah, I gotta work on those. Ah! The camera angle in this feels shallow to me compared to what I was flying, and it honestly kind of fucks me up. There we go, got one. I rolled out a little wacky, but when I have more room, I'm a little more confident. Oops, that was a fucked up one. All right, I'm not gonna ruin my battery. We gotta monitor the battery. It's a nice day. It's just windy as hell. Great day to walk my dog. You don't see me go through here often because there's so many sticks. Ah. Choppy. Oh, oops. I did it again, didn't I? All right, let's get it in. I did it. I wasn't paying attention. I was all excited. See how I'm getting blown sideways? Let's just get it in. Listen to the words to this song. It's about Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th. It's actually really funny. Oh, yeah. For sure. This is easier, though, like, than you know, like, this is a 2-inch. So this is still, it's a lot easier, I think, than a tiny whoop. Now I'm on the Tattoo 550s, and these things are fat. I hate them. I got that one in. I'm gonna, like, break the frame putting these stupid things in. All right. What did we get? 458? Okay, so we got, like, almost 5 minutes out of that last one. I'm, like, sweating in here. I like this song. It gets me pumped. All right. Come on, server. Oh, and it started for me. I just forced it. Ah. Whoa. Whoa. Had a hard time recovering from that. Just too much wind. Ah, too low. Fuck. No. Use. There we go. Come on, arm. Gotta love that crash flip. Ah. The wind blowing me everywhere makes it so annoying. Thank you. Man, the wind sucks ass. See, I'm getting blown out by the road. Look at that. Fuck. Fuck. Yeah, it's real bad. It got worse. See how I'm drifting that way? Ah. Leave me alone, old man wind. I know. In that case, we're going that way for miles. What is that? I don't even know what that was. Oh, we gotta get it in. Alright. Oh, shit. Oh, boy. 330. Terrible. I mean... Yeah. I know. That battery was hot. Yeah, we only got 3 minutes and 30 seconds, but we were fighting some nasty ass wind. Alright, let's wedge this little fucker in here. Ugh. Seriously, I'm afraid I'm gonna break the frame. I know, bud. My dog Benson just saw a bunch of dogs and he got all excited. Man, that is not good for this weight. Like the 450s, I'm scared how bad they're gonna be. Recovery flip is like feels like magic, doesn't it? Benson says hi. All right, are we getting the land now thing? Come on. server's so slow. Okay, there we go. It will do it automatically, but I get impatient. See how we're getting... Actually, did the wind direction change? Hold on, let me see. Yeah, it's just now it's just slightly that. What the fuck is going on? It was going that way. No, now it's like it's gone. I don't know what's going on. That'd be great. Cross your fingers. Suppose we could look, here, let's look at these. I know. The wind is not blowing right now. Hell yeah. Whoa. Did you see that? I didn't do that. That was the wind. That was just so much air flowing through it. Mix of wind and dirty air, or just dirty air? Try that again. Yeah, I don't even know. I don't know what to say about that. What do you think, everybody? Dirty air, or like what the hell was that? Because the wind doesn't seem like it's blowing. There we go. That's how everybody starts. I'm a noob too. I started flying in September, and oops, and I took the entire winter off because I was too lazy to clean out my basement. So I really have under 3 months experience, plus how much you've seen me flying over the past like month, on and off. That's about it. Ever since winter went away. Like that? Like that recovery? Ah! Oh, I deserve that one. God, that's what's so nice about even the 2-inch. Like, I mean, this frame especially is gonna take a lot of abuse. I know. Yeah. Yeah, I bought that. It was. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I bought the Tesla in 2019. Not to get too political on you guys, but I would not buy another Tesla ever again. Whoa. Ah! Oh no! Look what I'm doing. Yeah, I got it. I did. And it was amazing. It was like magic. No, get in. I'm just gonna get in, guys. I did it again. We got 4 minutes and 21 seconds on it. Thank you. Well, 3 plus. Let me see. I started, well, I flew it in like that because the voltage was dipping. And if I didn't do that, you saw it sag down at the window. I should be bringing this in at about 7 volts, and it went 6.7, 6.2, 5 point. Like you saw it go down to 5. Oh look, minimum battery 4.82. You can see it on screen right now. That's really bad. I shouldn't be doing that, but I get so carried away talking and commenting and talking to you guys that I'm like forgetting to look at the voltage. And the LAN now is like just it's not registering with my brain, but you really don't want to be doing that with these. So I flew it in because I didn't want to do the walk of shame, and I would rather crash it in here than go take off my goggles and walk outside. I'm so annoyed because that's 2 packs I've done that with, and I really don't want to be, I'm very good with batteries now, and I want to, get the most life out of them I can. And when you do what I just did, it's not good. You're just gonna unnecessarily waste batteries, and I really don't want to be doing that. Yeah, so September, October, and a little bit of November. Then December, January, February, most of March, I didn't fly, so I guess 4-ish, 3-ish, 4-ish months. And then I think I conformal coded my HD0 drone, and I did do 1 winter flight. Well, by one winter stream, so it was probably like 6 or 7 flights. And then once the weather started getting better, I started doing this. So I think they're all, I don't know if any of the VODs have gone away, but so we'll say a little bit of March and April, on and off. All right, so we actually got, it also corroborates that you saw the wind 2 runs ago, how it was really ridiculous. And we got 3.5 minutes. And then I went outside and I thought it was blowing another direction. Then I went and looked at the trees. They weren't blowing at all. I'm like, okay, we have no wind. We got an extra minute when we're not combating the annoying ass wind, which is really cool. I mean, that just shows you how big of a difference wind makes. I mean, we all know that, but a minute is crazy. The wind here can get frustrating. Feels like wind again. Today I have 11. Look at that skyline. Beauty. Beautiful. Yeah, it's choppy as hell. I don't know how to judge it, man, because it looks like nothing's blowing, but like I'm getting blown around again. Like, look at the trees. They don't look like they're moving. Oh, yeah. If I'm allowed over there, I don't think I am. They're too... I think they're too high, too. They're above 400 feet. Ooh. Careful of those sticks. Yeah, there's a little bit of wind right now. Let's see if the flight times reflect it. Yeah. Look at those spinning. It's gonna make orbitals weird. Yeah, I just can't do it. I'm getting blown backwards. Maybe I can do them lower. I can't, I don't know. I'm shitting the bed with orbitals on this camera angle. What am I hitting? I think I was just too low. And I got blown into the pole. Fuck me. TBS Tango 2 with the mod for ELR. Oh my god. Wait, hold on. Okay, sorry. My voltage is like... Our flight time on this pack is shitty so far. Got the ELRS mod, so I have a Radio Master on there. Yeah, the wind's very annoying right now. So I'm kind of shitting the bed. And look at that, we're already below 7 volts. I'm just gonna bring this one in. This pack sucks. I must have fried this one too. I think it's gonna be hard to land inside. Yeah, I'm getting blown like this way. Yeah, it's so annoying. We got it. Yeah, I know. It really has. That's because... I think it's because when I had the capacitor wires touch, I think it fucked up. Some of the voltage must have made it to the O4 and it fucked it up because I didn't have a bad crash. But if you have a bad crash with the O4, you get an IMU error and then you can't use gyro flow. That's what Dart Doc told me. So yeah. But I'm not, no big deal. Yeah, so we had, I'm looking at the bushes. There's a little bit of wind. Hey Siri, what's the wind speed right now? Oh, I can't do that when I have the DJI app open and I'm streaming. 2 runs ago, the run before last run, it was like perfect. And then that run sucked ass. It's very, Oh, really? You're having range with a jumper? Huh. I wonder why that is. What kind of ranges are you working with, though? Like, how far are you trying to go? All right, after this, we have the 450s left. All right, let's... I really hope the wind's dying down. All right, is it showing up yet? Goggles 3. No, I was wondering what kind of, like, how far, like, you said you were having a range problem. How far are you trying to fly? Hell yeah, that'd be great. The wind, yeah, guys, sorry, the wind is kind of ass right now. And I'm getting blown around, so maybe we just stay high in the air and fuck around. Oh, I don't like the kind of our video signal's kind of ass right there. Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah, mine are updated. Good call, Moon Points. I forgot about that. There was a Mads Tech video on that, right? Oh, there we go. Right into the dreaded sticks problem. 3 feet. What? Yeah, I'm getting blown sideways there. Oh, he did? Okay. Yeah, this isn't as bad as last run, but there's still wind, and you can see the kind of camera bouncing around. Whoa, I got blown that way. I was going to try to go around the bush, and I was just getting like... See, look. See that? The wind is, what's the word? Bipolar. It's like, stop it. Yeah, it's like going in every freaking direction. Like, leave me alone. Whoa. Yeah, I lose a little bit of camera signal there. So apparently I missed that branch. I did not mean to do that. Didn't mean to do that either. Huh. I mean, maybe it's just a problem with your jumper then? I don't know. That's, I mean, did you put in, like, a support ticket with them? Oh, boy. Woo, there we go. We just hit a draft. All right. We've been treating these batteries like shit. I'm just gonna, like, I think I'm gonna take, like, what's a place with low wind? Arizona? I don't even know. Like, I'm gonna take a trip there. I'm getting blown sideways here. All right, we're gonna try again. There we go. Yeah, okay, that one battery is done storage charging. Which I'm glad. I hope I didn't fry that one battery by letting it go so low. Okay, that's the last of the 550s. So I'm gonna just storage charge these right off the bat.
Hey, you're listening to XDAL. Intergalactic.
Get in there. I know parallel Yeah, so you got to be careful with parallel charging, but I monitor it, and you know, I'm relatively safe about it. All right, so now we're on the 450s. We got 4 minutes and 11 seconds. So, remember that when we had horrible wind, we got 3 minutes and 30 seconds. When we had like no wind, we got 4 minutes and 30 seconds. And when we had like average wind, you see 4:11. And it's not like I was flying like super different from run to run, so I think that it's reasonable to say that, you know, I think the flight times are comparable, in other words. Why is my mic feels like it got quieter? Does anybody else notice that? All right, well, whatever. All right, now let's see how these Tattoo 450. And the other thing is, it's 650 LIH fees, 550 regulars, 650 LIH fees, 550 regulars, and 450 LIH fees. So these are higher voltage. Let's see what we get out of a 450. Cross your fingers. I don't want to be like lingering on the table for too long, but it always takes a minute for the server to catch up. Come on, server. There we go. All right, let's go. Let's do the drop. A little bit of wind. Whoa. Last minute decision. You know, the whole thing about like a roll is it's not really a trick. I heard Ciati FPV say one time, he's like, nobody wants to watch your rolls. You know, and my counterpoint to that is, you don't do a roll because people are watching. You do it because it's fun for you to do. Like, they're really simple and basic, and it's just fun. So, you know, don't fly according to how people are watching. Just fly according to how fun it is. See, I like doing that. That's fun. Is that a fucking sick trick? No. Who cares? I was gonna try to knife edge that, but whoosh, love that. So fun. Yeah. I mean, he's such a good pilot. He's totally right about, like, if you're doing, like, I mean, obviously cinematic is out of the question. Who's rolling in cinematic shots, but if you're doing a trick video and you're just rolling here and there to impress people or something, then I guess, yeah, you know, he's right. But, like, I don't think people do rolls to show you how good they are. Everybody knows how easy it is. You do it because it's like, yeah, I'm a bird. I'm freaking twirling around in circles, like, you know? But yeah, if you're showing off like a really sweet trick video, don't do rolls. So, yes, exactly. Okay, we got to get in. Because we're going to be nice to these. I did, as you'll notice, I flew a little less aggressively. It's not that we didn't try to do fun stuff. Oops. Not that we didn't try to do fun stuff, but I was flying slower. So this isn't like a great... Oh, I love this song. So this isn't like, you know, we got 3 minutes and 28 seconds out of that, and we're chilling. If we push it hard, I think we're going to get it down to 3 minutes. And we'll say the wind is like, whatever, a few miles an hour. The wind here is like always at least 8 miles an hour, which is infuriating. But, so we can sort of say, tentatively, that flying a 550 in the wind is equivalent to flying a 450 in reasonable conditions. Like that's my takeaway so far. It is a very short flight, but it's whatever. You know, you want to know why I bought these? The real reason is I buy a little bit, like I buy from a lot of different FPV stores, and a lot of times I'm just buying from whoever has stuff in stock. Rotor Riot had the Goku F405 in stock, and they didn't up the price. Yeah, there's that too. Exactly. No expectations. There shouldn't be. Just do it. You know, it's fun. But yeah, I bought, and I had to get it above $100 for free shipping. And so I bought these 450s. They didn't have 550s or anything. Oh, wait. The music. So, I like this song. It has a really cool, I don't know if, as you know, like the server that I run is going to be probably like a 3-second delay to what I see in my goggles. So when I try to time things to music, it might not line up, but I like to time the drop to the opening, the drop in this song. All right. So I'll try to, oh, those are turkey vultures, I think. See, that probably won't line up for you guys. No, those aren't turkey vultures. Turkey vultures have like 6-foot wingspans. It's crazy. I have a stream. If you look in my VODs, you can see me flying with them. Not super close because I didn't want to disturb them, but they are massive creatures. I was really happy to get that footage. It was with an analog drone, though. It was with my Acro B75 that I then destroyed because I slammed it in the pavement. See that roll I just did? I timed the music on my end, and I think with you guys it won't be timed properly because you're seeing a 3-second delay. It has such a shallow camera angle that by the time I pitch back to where I think I should be pitching, I sort of end up staying still. Oops. A little... I was trying the other direction. Oh. I'm not as good on my left as I am on my right. Oh, this is a good song to cruise to. Hell yeah. Saved it. All right, we got to bring it in. I said I was going to be nice to these batteries. Look at my adorable dog. I don't want to fly in his face because he gets like really angry. Oops. All right. Eye on the prize there. Midnight, pay attention. Come on. Get up. Get up. All right, I wanted to just fly in and not fuck with the voltage too much. I knew it was going to go off. Two batteries left. 3 minutes, right on the dot. Same thing. You know, I ain't mad. I wanted to get over the shipping, you know, on a lighter whoop. These will be great. It's still fun. I'm not mad about it. 3 minutes, 30 seconds on 450 high voltage. All right. Let us wait till the server comes back. You slow mofo. I just want to use this because I think it's funny. That's what I think about the server's slowness. It's very jarring, I know. Ready? And the wind started blowing again. Yep. Leave me alone, wind. All right, let's just cruise for a minute. I love that this is... It's so awesome that the signal is good enough to where I can fly through the woods and actually see the branches. I mean, there's... You know, I'm losing bitrate right here. But, I mean, that's crazy. Oh, we made it. Ah! I was just floating. I will be doing trippy spins on these at some point. I'm not confident to do them. I gotta go practice them out in like a stadium or something when nobody's around. Because I can do them in the sim, no problem, but in the sim I'm allowed to crash and burn as much as I want, you know? There we go. I'm afraid I'm gonna smash it. Yeah, I don't want to hit a car. That's the other thing. Yeah, I don't want to hit a car. And look, I'm getting blown this way. Ooh, check this out. How big that guy is. When they look big, when they're that high up, they're big. Man, he's fast. Couple of flaps and he disappeared. This song is weird. It's like vibey, but it's weird. And I feel like I'm starting to like get the I'm flying smoother now. That was fun, wasn't it? I wanted to do it slower, but I gotta be higher up. I really... Oh, yep. I'm getting better. I'm getting better. Getting better at... Getting better at remembering to bring the battery in. And we're nailing it. 330 again, so... With, like, reasonable conditions for where I am, we're super consistent. 3 minutes for 30 seconds on 450s. Thank you. Thanks, Tarun. Yeah, I mean, they're... I hate... The 550s are so fat, and they're not the LIHV versions. I'd rather fly with these and get less flight time. That sounds stupid, but... like, it's so annoying. I feel like I'm gonna break the frame, like, flexing it to get those 550s in. Okay, we got 1 pack left, guys. You know what? I'm gonna roll with this song. I think this is just a fun song. Where is it? Here we go. All right, server, you popping up? I could just keep flying all day. It's fun. Just flying and hanging, chatting with everybody. All right, let's go. I don't know if we're gonna be able to fly the whole song. Oops. There they are. They're back. Few of them. These are turkey vultures. They're awesome. Hell yeah. Ah, I'm getting the wind. Look at that. Fucking hell, go away. Go away, wind. We're having a good run. Leave us alone. I should power loop that eventually. Little mini power loop. Whoa, didn't mean to do that. I knew that was gonna kill the voltage. Yeah, we're not gonna get a full song out of this. Oh, maybe we will. Let's just chill. The wind sucks right now. Fucking hell. I don't want to do too much and kill the battery. Ah, what the hell? There we go. We're at the end of the song. That's all I wanted. Yeah, the wind sucks right now. All right, we gonna stick this landing. Getting blown sideways. Oh, so close. God damn it. You just can't see the sticks. You'll just crash every time. I did it all fall. You know, you're just gonna crash and it's gonna be annoying. You're totally correct about that. I mean, Cadix was doing it, but I think their latency was like egregious. Image quality, latency, penetration. Not beating DJI, unfortunately. It'd be cool if somebody did. We need competition, you know? Let me give my phone a break. Yeah, it's kind of like, I don't know, man. Here, let me charge my stuff and gather my thoughts, because I still kind of have a love for analog, but the more I fly this, the more I'm like, the love is there, but do I want to bother? Charging everything up for tomorrow's flights. What's the perfect whoop for you? Overall, I'm very pleased with this. Maybe we go back to the desk so you can check it out. This out of the way. Stare at it while we're that's the guy we've been flying. Let me move this. This is my FPV toothbrush. You know, I get grass clippings all over the mouse mat. It's very for scale. Yeah, so there is a charm to analog that I really enjoy. I really do. Every time I fire it up, I'm like, I really like this. This is like, I don't know. It's like I'm in the 80s, but I'm flying a drone. He's pretty big. It's a 2-inch Mobula8 frame. I think 75, like the smallest I enjoy is 75. I flew a lot of 65s. I have so much extra. Damn, I have a bunch of frames and shit. I don't know. We will be flying tiny whoops this summer, but like I just like to fly outside, so they're just a little more challenging in the wind. But when I did stream very early, because I was like, I'm gonna just start streaming my flights. And I was doing it only on Twitch though, and I was flying 65mm 20-gram whoops in the wind, and I swear it helped me fly better. I like it. Like I put myself through the paces, in other words. I'm just like stubborn, and I'm like, I want to fly, and I want to fly outside, and then it almost forces me to compensate, you know, for poor conditions. Like, and I'm like, why can't I do these tricks? And it's like, well, that's because the wind is 46 miles an hour. But yeah, what I was saying is there is a charm to analog, and I enjoy it. And my Acro B75 before it exploded, I love that. Here, I'll show you the. Here's the leftovers of it. 75 versus 85 millimeter frame right there for anybody who wants to see the difference. But yeah, this is I destroyed the camera, and I destroyed the flight controller, the gyro specifically. If you all of the boards that I've destroyed are all I destroyed the gyros. That's what happened in every single circumstance. 65 in 65 millimeter whoop, 75 and 2-inch. I've never tried well, yeah, no, I guess all I have is my 70 here. This is my, we will fly this again. I disconnected the camera. I gotta desolder the camera because this camera's broken. I put too much super glue on it. I cannot get it undone, so I'm just gonna put the eco camera on it. But this is direct solder to the board. But yeah, this is my fractal frame, and that's a 75. I've never flown a 65 millimeter carbon frame outdoors, but you're probably right. It's interesting because this flies better than my Happy model outdoors, which I genuinely don't understand. I need an expert to weigh in. But this was the previous build. We had this, and then this, and that was this. And this is, I had a really high camera angle for, you know, like not really high, but, you know, for just freestyling around, it was probably, I feel like it was 35 plus. Probably, yeah, it was like 35. Whereas this, I think, is maxed out. And it, I don't even, I mean, if that's 30, that's too shallow for me. So I don't really know what Brain 3D doesn't say what that is. But it feels very shallow. To me, it feels like it's maybe like 25. And I always flew at like a 30-degree camera angle. And this is low because, I don't know, you can't really pitch this one up a bunch with this little TPU thing. But Moonpoint said the same thing. I think you guys are right. It's got to be it. Just that it's just heavier, because this is 53 grams. This is 64, or it's 53.64 or 54.63, something like that. Yeah, that's it. That's it. This is like 53.8, and this is about 63.5. Yeah, exactly. More beef. For sure. So it's weird because camera angle really changed how this flies to me. So I kind of want to match camera angles. 2-inch. Yeah, this is 3D printed by Brain 3D. It's heavy. I wouldn't go this route if I had printed it myself. But it is robust. It does kind of cover the electronics. It's a neat design. I like it. It's just heavy. So, you know, I get about 10 grams heavier with this than this, and it makes a big difference. Oh shit. Looks like I broke one of the little mounts on the carbon fiber on this. I did not realize I did that. Anyway. Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah, anyway, I can't really tell you which I like to fly better. Oh, battery's done. It's very well made. Here, I'll show you what I'm doing. Might as well keep the... Let me move that out of the way. Yeah, It's very well made. I mean, I like it. You know what I mean? I don't have a problem with the weight. I just don't care. I'm not like a crazy weight savings guy. I'm puttering around, flying live, having fun. I'm getting flight times that are reasonable to me, so it's like I'm happy. So that's a great canopy. If you're not super worried about that stuff. All right, I am gonna do these next because I was mean to these. I was so mean to this one that I storage charged it early because I got so busy, yapping. 12, so we're at 1.3 amps. LIHV. Yeah, so if you're using a parallel charging board, they can be unsafe, and you can't have more than a 1 volt difference between these, or you can cause a fire. And usually mine are closer than that, so I go LIHV 650 plus 650 is 1.3 amps. We go to here, and there we go. Yeah, so all right, we got the 550s charged, then we'll do these, and then we'll do the 450s. What was I saying? I can't tell you which frame I really like flying better. This is fun and it's easier. But I just think it's easier because it's a shallower camera angle. Like when I was like, when I was trying to fly slowly with this, you weren't really like looking at the ground by any means. You were kind of like, you're like looking up that way. So, I said I was going to do it. And then I had, when I switched to, I put these, because we were working with different props. Originally, I flew with these. Crux with the 3. How does that fly? But these were what we were flying with. I switched to these, and they were so much better. And so I was like, I was enjoying it. I didn't change the camera angle on this guy, and I regret it. But I did rebuy all the parts, so we are going to rebuild this drone with new parts. And then I'm going to have a shallower camera angle, and then I just want to see which one, which one I like better. My gut says right now this one, but it's camera angle is such a big deal to me that it's not apples to apples in terms of like, flight perspective. So, I had to like, if I was like aiming like level with this, I was flying. This thing felt so fast. And, you see some of the maneuvers I've been doing on stream today. Like I'd try to do a juicy flick, and then I'd sort of be I'd like land it, and then I'd sort of be like almost still in the air for a second because I'm used to not having to pitch that much to really keep going forward. Yeah, the baseline frame is a 2-inch frame. So it's identical to this. These are the same size. That's why I haven't seen anybody do a Mobula8 O4 light build. Because Happy Model did the O4 Mobula8. I want to fly 2-inch drones, so I wasn't going to go for a smaller frame. But the added benefit is we could compare them directly, like what is the ducted versus non-ducted fly like. But unfortunately, I was too stubborn to switch the camera angle. I'm going to do that when we rebuild it. Maybe I'll even rebuild it on stream, and then. Then we'll make a final determination on which one I like flying better. This is just easier, so of course right now I'm saying, oh, it's kind of more fun to fly on this one. This one is fun in a different way because it was so fast. But I got to figure out what to do about that broken here. See, that obviously broke. Maybe I'll, instead of having like this or this is the front and back, I'll just switch to this and No, you know what? The front, I guess, doesn't matter as much because if we're using this piece of shit. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. It's just fun. I just wasn't expecting, like when we flew this yesterday or whenever it was it yesterday? I just wasn't expecting it to fly so well. Let me look at that actually. Look at the Crux 3. Oops. Oh wow, so that's a cool frame. It's right here. Maybe I want to maybe I want to try that one. I just did this because I know I'm going to smash into things and there's a little more structural rigidity. But maybe I'd do a 3-inch. I don't know. I mean, it's so light. I'm not worried about. I mean, what are your flight times on that? What do you get for flight times on that? Like what batteries do you use and what flight times do you get? Is the question. Yeah, I'm eyeing it now. Because that's so light. It's not like, you know, I don't feel like that's not like dangerous to fly around here. I mean, that's going to be lighter than this thing. So it's so depressing. It's like buy my canopy. It's only $450 for this piece of plastic. Yeah, not cool. And as we saw on the Get FPV website, they're not selling that. Out of stock. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't think you could buy a Crux right now from anywhere. Actually, let's just do a Google search. I'm just gonna say frame because they're you know, my Google search results are all. We just. Oh no, we do. We do. Look. That's awesome. Yeah, so what did you make the canopies and battery holders in? I mean, $30 is expensive for that, but hey, Setsun, how you doing? $30 is expensive, but you know, you're not a factory, so I get that doing all that stuff by hand is like very time consuming. I feel like, I mean, and it also depends on how much you have into it. I mean, if you're looking to make money off it, you have to produce en masse, and you know, so you have to produce volume and lower the price point, and you got to make your money on volume. If you're just looking to do it as a hobby, and people understand that you put a lot of time into handcrafting it, then you know, I think that price is probably fine. But the question is, the design has to be so interesting to people that they're willing to pay more money for that design, you know, than something that's like, for example, this crux frame, I mean, it's a 3-inch, it's not the same thing, but this is $16. And like if I were to buy a canopy, let's say that's adds 4 to 8, so that's $24.49, and then a little battery holder, a couple bucks. So, I mean, maybe we're at $26, maybe we're even at 30. Well, so your frame size is 75 millimeter, right? It looks big. I thought it had drill holes for like 2-inch though, for 2-inch props. Remember the video that I watched? That had drill holes like for, you know, for these. So how could that be 75? Aren't the props gonna hit one another? Or am I confused? Okay, let's type in carbon. I don't think, do they even make a carbon fiber? Grabbing. 75 millimeter. We might just throw that in Google. Yeah. Oh, why is that? It's, you mean motor post to motor post? It's 75, but 2-inch can fit on it. All right, let's see what we got. It's funny the Crux 3 comes up and that is not 75 millimeters. Right. What would you say the diameter, or what's the measurement if you go from motor post to motor post? Like from here to here. You know, like diagonally. Can you measure that? Do you have one next to you that you can measure that on? And in the meantime, we will... Okay, this has a 75 millimeter wheelbase. That is one interesting drone frame. That... Ah, so why would it be classified as a 75 then? This is a 75 and it's $24. Dead cat style. Oh yeah, that's right. I totally forgot about that. I don't know, your pricing might be right on point. I mean, it's like where everything is right now. You know, like this little guy was $24.62 and it doesn't have a canopy and it doesn't have a battery holder. What does your canopy look like? I don't think we got to see that. What one's this? These are all 65, 75, and 85. Yeah, I don't think it's kind of hard to find. Just regular X style 75 carbon fiber frames. Huh. Oh, because it looks so small? Yeah, but you got to classify it according to, like, how do you measure dead cat? That's a good question, actually. Actually... Huh. Let's look that up. Let's see if Google AI can help us out. Oh my god, and I'm on shopping. Okay, so even though it's not X, you still go like that. That's very weird, because if it was an X, it would be out here. But then that would give it like an odd reading, right? I think the AI might be wrong. The size of dead cat is determined by measuring the distance from the center of one motor mount to the center of diagonally. Yeah, I know, but that's how, but that seems weird. Because, I mean, in that case, yeah, I don't know. The thing is, larger drone frames, normally larger drone frames are dead cat, and you don't really classify them by the frame size, you classify them by the prop size. So, I guess that's where it's confusing. So for a smaller one, I don't even know. You know what, I mean, my advice is not to sell it as a 75 millimeter, because that's going to confuse people. My advice, you have to stick to the rules. Yeah. It's what I was just going to say. You can advertise how small it is and how, like how compact it is, and that's really neat. But it's going to confuse people. You definitely got to classify by the prop size, so they know, okay, I'm buying this frame is going to fit these props, because they buy a 75 and then they're going to get like 44 millimeter or 45 millimeter, whatever they are, props. Let's look it up. No, he made his own frame. I got more context. Oh, that is his. He called it wingsuit. I didn't know it was called wingsuit. Yeah, it's kick-ass, isn't it? We were looking at it on stream the other day. I think it looks awesome. I mean, I'm definitely down to buy one. Emperor, you never told us the name was wingsuit. I didn't realize. So when Tarun referenced it, I was like, what's wingsuit? It's a really cool looking drone. Good job on the design. Yeah, it's perfect. I mean, you nailed it. The name is awesome. What camera does that fit? It's really neat looking. Like, you have a very unique, very cool looking drone frame there. I wonder what transplanting all these parts into that would weigh. Because this is 63 plus grams. I mean, it looks great. The CO3, yeah, that's such a good camera. I've so if you don't have a canopy for the O4, this is what I would use. Here, I'll show you. So this guy is just sitting here. This X12. I haven't flown it very much. It's ready to fly, so I do have a CO3. I have a couple of them. I'd probably just throw this on the wingsuit, and then throw my CO3 on it, and then we got a super light 2-inch. Yeah, and right now, well, you don't like you don't have to deal with tariff pricing, so you're lucky. So hopefully, are you able to easily order one? We're kind of screwed over here. Everything's selling out and nothing is coming back. Is there a chip out of this? Warner? Huh. Looks like there might be. Custom canopy. Yeah. I mean, I'll fly this on it too. It's a Happy Model X12, and I'll just throw a CO3. And I mean, you know, that's what's so nice about like all-in-ones like this. I mean, it's just so much. I mean, you know, a lot of added weight with the O4 unit, but again, it's hard to argue with how amazing it looks. Let's flip the playlist. All right. I got to wrap up in a few because I got to feed my dog, hang out with my wife. Am I forgetting anything? I don't know. Wait, why isn't it? There we go. Yeah. Hey, Tootie, we had some really fun drone flights today, and we only had a couple of minor crashes, but it was overall a really fun day. Why don't you sign us off and say bye to everybody? Let's see what he says. I've left my window open this whole time. Hope there's no mosquitoes. Oh, and I left my door open. No.
Well, isn't that just flying with style? A drone
Maybe.
ballet with a few unexpected landings. Remember, they're not crashes, just unscheduled touchdowns, folks.
Exactly.
Now, as
I
your
agree.
day of aerial
Thank you.
adventures comes to an end, it's time to bid adieu. To all you brave pilots in the sky, keep those rotors spinning and your landings soft. Farewell, ladies and gents, and remember, in the game of drones, you either win or you have a little crash. No biggie. Catch you on the flip side, daredevils.
Well said. And Tootie, I am gonna steal Game of Drones. Oh my God, that's so good. That's gonna be the next name of the. That's gonna be the name of my stream from now on. Game of Drones. Nobody steal that. That's mine. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. I should be flying tomorrow. Peace. Adios. Thanks for watching.